When I was young, I had a passion for horses, but I never owned a horse. However, I met a guy who did cross-country horse riding. He had 3 horses, and he could only ride one. So he offered me one of his horses to come and ride. The horse that he offered me to ride was an 18-hand Irish hunter, a beast of an animal with an attitude very few people would stay on top of her. As soon as you got on her back, she would start bucking, and once you came off, that was game over. But I was determined. She threw me a few times, and I got back on. And eventually, I rode this horse. We became big friends. She was a marvelous cross-country horse, a huge animal with a big heart. No obstacle would stop her, whether it be water or a 6-foot obstacle. She would fly right over or go right through the water. Where the other horses would back up and waver, she just went. And we completed many cross-country drives. But I first had to subdue her, make her know that I was the boss. And that is how God works with us. Unless we are broken and submit to the Master, we are useless. We cannot be used. My friend also had another horse that was tame. She had been spoiled. She had no fear for humans, but she was useless. She had no spirit. She was just spoiled and naughty. You couldn't do anything with her. She was like religious people. They are religious. They are tame. But they are useless. They cannot be used for the kingdom of God. And that is why God takes wild horses, like me. He breaks them. And then he uses them for his kingdom. You cannot be used for the kingdom of God unless your spirit has been broken and you've learned to submit to the rider and go where he sends you and do what he tells you to do. And there is nothing as wonderful, as pleasurable, as doing what the Master wants you to do. Just like that big horse, Bonnie. She gave everything with all her heart. She was a wonderful horse. Once she had been broken. God needs to break us before he can use us. But we need to be willing. We need to yield. A horse that will not be broken is useless for the owner. And a spoiled horse is equally useless. We need to be broken before we can be used. And then we need to apply every grain of power that is in us for the kingdom of God. Are you willing to be broken and used by the Master? Or do you want to play around with religion? May Jesus bless you.